Today I'll be showing you my little spot, my little plot, my first plot tour. Okay, so welcome. This is all I've got, and this may be one of the smallest spaces on YouTube, but here I am doing what I can and growing what I can grow. Okay, come walk the plot with me and I will tell you what I have inside, how I'm growing, how things are growing, the plans I have, and the regrets I do have, and moving forward. If you're new here, my name is Deb. Welcome to my little space. Freedom gardening it is. Fast produced, in raised beds, easy, economical, DIY, organic, minimal space, minimal effort. So here we go. I'm going to take you along and I'll be telling you about my beds first and even the dimensions that I'm working with. So come, have a seat, grab a cup of coffee, grab whatever you can grab, have a seat. You're welcome to join me. So watch along. First off, I'm going to start with my beds, okay? These beds, I think I gave the wrong dimensions earlier, but what I can do, I have the connection because I bought it on Amazon, and these beds are actually 2 by 2 by 4s, and they are 2-bed combo, and here they are. They look pretty neat. I like the color and I like how I laid them out. And in these beds, I try to pack them with as much as I can that could healthily facilitate growth. Okay? The dimension for my area here, the area that you're seeing here, this is a 7 feet by 7 feet layout from corner to corner. Okay, I have my AC unit right there, so of course I can't do anything there, but just shy of the AC unit is 7 feet. So this is my 7 by 7 foot corner, okay, with my beds 2 by 2 by 4s. I have some pots over here that I put things. I try to create the smallest, the neatest, the most functional nook possible. And here you go. I have some more things over there, and I have viners that I can't wait to see come up here. I have this here. So this represents my layout design, okay? This is what I'm working with, and this is what I'm gonna grow to the best of my ability with everything I can and see how well it does, okay? So that is my layout overview. The next thing I'll show you is what's doing best, because I have some crops that, whoa, they are showstoppers and they just took off. One of them, my favorite thus far, are the peppers, and I'm going to show you. I have a tomato here that I guess I have to add to the showstopper list, and I have some cabbages. You know what, let me not be biased because these cabbages are showing up. I have one here, and I have 3 in this bed that are doing real great. And I have a skyscraper tomato plant. Okay, yes, I'm exaggerating. But for my bed, this is humongous. This is way at the top of my trellis. It is way above. And over here in bed 1, I have my potato plants. They are doing real good, so it tells me the underground things are going well. And let me show you a really huge pepper. There it is. Yes, this thing is going. So I did do my best in terms of arranging, making sure companion plants are planted together, and see how best I can manage the growth so that sunlight still gets into the bed, and I'll show you. So like here I have my potato plants, and I have the pepper next to it. I have marigolds in between. Oh, I'm not even sure if you're seeing. Yeah, there it goes. Marigolds in between. I have some smaller tomato. Oh, this one isn't small. So the beds were just watered, so that is why it looks this way. But here I have tomatoes. I have herbs. I have parsley right here. I have coriander right here. I have some lettuces that I just planted and they're doing well. And I have carrots. Yep, I have some carrots there. I did manage to put in a pollinator station there. And this is a blackberry plant. It does have berries on it. Oh yeah, there they are, some berries, and you can see a blackberry. This is a chayote that is doing its thing against the odds. It was rotting, and all I put it in is pure Florida sand, and I'll talk about that later. And this here is some red mustard that I have going on. Okay, so let's go over to bed 2. All right, bed 2 was the other cabbages. This is less compact than the others. I have some tomato plants there. Those I just placed there from a tomato I bought in the store, cut it, put it there, and that's it. I have some peppers here. These are not doing as well. Let me not say as well. They are not dying, but they are not doing as good as the ones in bed 1. And if you watch my last video, you would know why. These are some radishes, and I have something to show you. And if you're seeing it there, some radishes in the ground. And I have lettuce there. I also have some cut and come again plants. Of course, I just showed you lettuce. That's one of them. But I have some green onions. I placed 12 of them in bed 2, and they're doing well. I'm going to show you. Whoa, these are my green onions. Yes, it is looking like a forest in here. I have another pepper here. And I have an eggplant. I have one here. Look at this pepper though. This one is doing well. Wow, I like that. And I have a itty bitty eggplant. I just planted there. It came in the pot with this one, and I just decided to plant it. And here I have another pepper that's doing its thing. Oh, I have another pepper. And I also have some carrots in this bed. So as you can see, depending on what you choose to do, things can work out. You just have to plan strategically. Decide what you want to plant and accept the size beds and the space that you have. I had to do that, and that is what I am working with, and this is how I am growing. The other group of plants I'm going to show you, of course I couldn't do without, and those are herbs. I put them in pots. Of course, I really appreciate the comments and input from my viewers, and one viewer, she was very kind enough to let me know not to put mint in my beds, because initially starting out this channel, I did my whole I did my bed layout, and of course mint was in it. You know, you don't know what you're doing, and that is what I say. I'm not an expert. I'm learning as I go, and in doing so I seek input, and I'm grateful for it, because I'm not one of those people on the internet that seek to know everything. With that being said, I'm going to show you my herbs. So the first thing I have here is an aloe plant. This is an aloe vera plant that I did pot up recently. I don't think I showed you guys that, but it was rough, really, and it's still kind of looking rough. I found it at the side of the road. I have some tomato plants here. This is a bigger red mustard. This is my mint, and believe it or not, that thing has spread a lot since being in just a pot. I have my basil. I have my rosemary plant here, and I have another pepper here, and I have some heat lovers coming up. Okay, this one is a okra, and over here I have some roselle plants. Okay, this right here is my tabletop Barbados cherry, and this over here is not a gardening plant per se. This is just an ornamental. This is a bird of paradise. I love them. It's a sun-loving plant, and I just love them because I like the beauty. This here is my pollinator, a geranium that I bought half price, and I was very happy with it. I saw bees buzzing along, so I'm happy with that addition. This is a giant tomato plant that I did something on. You can check that video out by tricking it into making it think it has deeper roots, so that's why that thing is there, and it is doing well so far. I'm not seeing any blossoms. Oh no, I think I see one there. Yes, it is coming along and doing its thing. Okay, so that is how I go ahead and set my little place up. Okay, tell me what you think of it so far. Tell me anything you think I could add, subtract, take away, do less of or more of. I don't know if there's any such thing, but so far this is what I'm working with. One thing I can tell you, this little setup is not without its struggles, and so far I've already lost a plant, and I'm gonna show you. Luckily I had two zucchinis, and I have one in a combo pot that I did and showed, and then another one that I put in the bed. All I have to show is just remnants of it being there, and I'll show you. This is one of my zucchini plants. Okay, I can't do anything about it. It's already dead, so all I'm gonna do is move on. Okay, count my losses, learn from it, and move on. And I'll show you the other one, and I'm gonna show you what it's in and why. This is my combo pot. Okay, it has potatoes. I have 5 things in it. It has potatoes, it has tomatoes, it has a pepper, it has zucchini, and it has carrots in it. Okay, so these are 5 things, and this was a DIY, easy, cheap, convenient combo pot that I did. I bought the basket in the Dollar Tree. It cost me $1.50. I have the bag here that I put. There's the rice bag from my kitchen. Put some dirt in it, put the crops in, and we will see what comes of it. This is not perfect, but it is a learning process to teach somebody. Okay, so there you have it. My main struggle thus far. I have one casualty, and that is my zucchini plant. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you the things I would definitely change, because it is not perfect, you know. One thing I would change is this trellis. Not that I don't like it, but initially my plan was to put it over bed 1, and now I think I should have, and in the next cycle of things, that is what I will do. Luckily this is removable. You can set it, you can repeat it however you want, and I'll put it over bed 1, and I'll tell you why. Bed 1 gets the least amount of sun, gets more shade and less sun, and it has a lot of viners, and I was banking on those viners growing up this bamboo trellis here. What I don't want to create is 2 negative spaces in my garden. Don't get me wrong, every area of your garden can grow something, you know, sun lovers, heat lovers, shade lovers, that kind of thing. But bed number 2 gets more sun, and now I put a trellis over it so that viners can grow up on it, and then when viners grow up on it, that's going to create a situation of less sun for whatever is under there, and then I already have bed 1 that gets less sun. So that is the 2 negatives that I'm talking about. I don't want to create that situation, so in hindsight I would change that, and then moving forward I'm revamping the beds after I harvest this first set of crops. I'm gonna change it, and I'm gonna change things up. One thing I like about the garden that I'm learning so far is that you can be wrong, but even if you're wrong once, you get to learn twice. Okay, because you benefit from what you did in the beginning, and if you won, fine, and if the outcome is favorable, you won. If it's not favorable, you can correct it, and then you win. You still win. So I'll take that, because that is better than a lot of things in life. That is just food for thought. That might just be we are from a garden tour, but I just wanted to say that you falter once and you learn twice. So I'll take it. So this is a space I'm comfortable in, because that is the growth I want and I cherish. Okay, so moving forward, what's next in the garden? Okay, the other thing is the next set of crops. Okay, what I am planning to put in and whatever. Next set, I showed you roselles. I have okras, because those are the heat lovers. I'm in Florida and the summer is coming up. I already have summer temperatures anyway, so that's where we're going. So the roselles, the okras, and I'm gonna show you too. I started them in Florida sand, you know, contrary to what people might say, that oh yeah, the sand is no good or whatever. But if you have a plant that loves sandy soil or very loose soil to begin with, you're not in the wrong. It's all go for that plant. So I'm gonna show you. Here we are, my startups. Okay, I have okra here and I have roselle plants there. Okay, honestly I think these are the others there. I think the others in this thing are weeds.
but I shall see, because I didn't plant anything else. But that is what. And I transplanted from this already, and here it is in this humongous pot, a roselle and a okra. Of course they grow real big, and I know they will come with big roots. So here we are. So that is what we are doing for this. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna add is beans. I already have some beans, bush beans. Bush beans. There is one that caught my eye. Long beans, some real long beans. And I think I'm gonna put it to run along this bamboo area here and create some color, some diversity over here that I would love. So that is my plan. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do. So this is my personal moment. This is my personal little garden. This is what I'm doing, and these are the lessons that I'm learning. Tell me what you think about my little space, my little plot, and this little tour. Tell me what you would add, take away, and anything, any suggestions are welcome. Okay, this is a safe place. I take good comments, good feedback. I'm into it. And remember, feel free to stop by at any time. Okay, I love good company, and if you like it, come back. I have space for more. We can grow together, we can learn together, and we will harvest together. So stay tuned till the next one. Bye.